Hi Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your spirit message reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also to subscribe to my channel. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload new videos, and I upload all the time, just hit the bell notification button. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed and linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading and clear the energy space, once again, a reminder not to be scammed by anybody in the comment box pretending to be me offering you a reading. This person is not me. They are a scammer. Do not be scammed. All right, with that being said, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right. Let's let the bowl sing as we see what the tarot has to say. Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading. And let's see what your chakra energy is for this time. Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Spirit message for Capricorn, Capricorn. Angels and spirit guides, guide this reading. All right, fantastic, these two. So we have life purpose show up, the throat chakra. Heavy hitting, right? Start off with something calm and easy, life purpose. And then we have communication, once again, the throat chakra. So words are intrinsically important during this time, which is beautiful. So we're going to see how this correlates to the cards. We have the 9 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. We have the Father of Pentacles. Of course, Capricorn, this represents you in the minor arcana. And we have the Father of Cups. So very strong sacred masculine energy right here coming forward. Cups energy is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. We then have Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, time frame November 22nd to December 21st. If you're born on the cusp with Sagittarius, this side of you is going to be coming out profoundly during this time. And if you have Sagittarius in your chart, it's also going to be coming out very powerfully. You have the Two of Wands. Then we have the Son of Pentacles, so you're coming through as the Father, right, and as the Son, so as the King and as the Knight. And then we have the Daughter of Wands, which is fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So strong, once again, Sagittarius energy here. So when we start off with life purpose, because we have this strong Sagittarius energy, but also this strong fire energy within this reading, there's a lot of sense of what do I want? Where do I want to be? How do I want to move forward? Am I following my purpose? Do I understand the bigger picture of me? And so with this life purpose, we are going to be looking at things a bit differently during this time. It's very interesting because you have the stairs ascending here and we have the stairs ascending here. So there is a sense of ascension, of greater understanding, of really embracing a more powerful and a more profound truth. And the thing with life purpose is that we tend to think, oh my gosh, life purpose has to be something grand. It can be something very small, very quiet, very gentle, very, very beautiful. Oh, excuse me. As I sneeze, I do apologize. So here, there is going to be the sense of moving to what is truthfully and honestly you. Now, during this time, we could find ourselves caught up in something that for one reason or another has kind of gotten under our skin. So here with our life purpose, it's like remembering who we are, pulling ourselves back and saying, wait a minute, what's important to me? What is it that I desire? How is it that I'm moving forward? Spirit is really trying to make it very clear and communicating that there is more than getting caught up in the nonsense of it all, getting caught up in the chaos of it all. Not that things are nonsense and that they're just silliness, but some things that have everybody just flying off the deep end. They can be. Like, people get so mad right now because of everything that's going on. And so here it's stepping back and saying, wait. What's important? What's important and where am I heading? What do I desire? Where do I need to be? And with the Nine of Wands, it's the world coming at us. So with communication, we're communicating on a higher level. All right. So we're taking everything in that everybody says, we're processing it, we're seeing if it emotionally fits with us, if it, spiritually fits with us, if it fits with us mentally. And then also if it fits into something kind of spiteful that is engaging us at this time. And so here it's stepping back and saying, wait, what do I need? What do I want? What is the real kind of meat and potatoes of this? What is the heart of this? And then moving towards the sense of the world's going to come at us. The world comes at us and we stand our ground and we know our truth because there's purpose. And the purpose, again, doesn't have to be grandiose. It doesn't have to be being a movie star or a rock star or anything like that. It is a sense of, this is my purpose. This is what I desire. This is how I'm moving forward. This is what I'm moving towards. This is who I am. And that's a game changer. And everything that comes at us during this time, every shout, every chaos, every doubt, everything, it's like, okay, I see it, but I'm not ruled by it. I'm standing my ground. I'm knowing my truth. I'm filtering out what is the poison here. And I'm embracing what is my power, my brilliance, and my bliss. And that doesn't mean that we don't listen to things that challenge us, or we don't, we only stick to one narrative. It means here what Spirit is saying is that we look at what we want from this life. We look at where we're headed, what we desire, where we want to be. And we start to understand it better. We start to say, what is my intrinsic truth? What is it that I most passionately want in my life? And that leads us to the Three of Wands. That leads us to new horizons. That leads us to a place where it's like, oh my gosh, I can start having my ships go out. I can start having my power be embraced. I can start looking at things differently than I had before. And it's not that we were denied it. It was that it was hard to start. It was hard to see the hope. It was hard to embrace the courage. It was hard to fully understand. And so here there is a sense of, it's like, and we want to laugh just a little bit. It's like, oh, I got caught up. Like, oh my gosh. And now I get to move forward. I get to move forward towards what it is that I deeply want, I deeply desire. And that's important to me. New horizons are coming, and Spirit's like, don't get caught up in all the nonsense that's being thrown our way to distract us from our purpose. Because if we get distracted from our purpose, we stay lower energy vibration. We stay in unhappiness much more easily because it's what we know. It's what we're used to. And then with the Father of Pentacles, this sense of owning who it is that we are. Like, with being an earth sign energy, when you have and it sounds very religious, Father and the Son come in. You have the Son at the root and the Father at the crown. There is this sense of stepping into the power, of stepping into our truth, of stepping into the sacred masculine aspects of ourselves. So during this time, yes, we're going to be a little bit more on stage. So the way that I see the sacred masculine energy is more like the actor on the stage, and the sacred feminine energy is more like the director behind the scenes. So you're embracing that sacred masculine energy of saying, this is my truth, this is what I desire, this is my prosperity. And when we have our prosperity, it's like, these are the seeds that I'm planting. This is the harvest that I want to have. This is the way that I want to move forward. This is what it is that I desire. This is where it is that I need to be. This is what it is that I am looking for. And it brings us to the Father of Cups. So it's like we're planting the seeds and then we're watering it. But with the Father of Pentacles, we start to see all the interconnectedness of things. We start to say, well, if we can't do A, then we can't do B. And if we can do A, then we can do B. So we start to see how everything kind of is braided together and really complexly, kind of like a huge tapestry just woven together in a way that surprises us, most definitely. And the Father of Cups, now the Father of Pentacles is more entwined in things, right? So think of it as a tapestry. But the Father of Cups, I love his depiction in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, and I love the depiction here of a lone, black swan. It's being very singular. And it's looking at things and it's saying, okay, so I rule only me. In the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is a man sitting on an island, on a throne, on an island, and he only rules himself. He is king only of himself. And that is what we need to realize. That's what we're being crowned with here. It's like, as we see the interconnectedness of things, as we see how every bad mood, every frustration, every joy, every question, everything intertwines. We then go to the King of Cups, the Father of Cups, and we see how we nourish that within us. If we keep on going down the rabbit hole, and of course, everything plays into it. Social media plays into it, the way that we talk to people, the people that we talk to play into it, and, what we seek out is what we find. So what the King of Cups is saying is step back. Step back and know that we only rule ourselves. We cannot rule anybody else. We will never be able to rule anybody else. It is time to rule our hearts, our souls, ourselves. And I see this with my nephew. He'll be 2 in April. And he is so strong-willed, and he is so stubborn, and he's so absolutely enchanting. But he is very much his own person. And I can't get him to do what I want him to do. He has his own will. So if I can't get a person who isn't even 2 to follow the rules, what makes us think that we can get everybody else to follow exactly what we say, or, really listen to us, really, understand us? We can't. They're better at pretending, than when they're little kids and show their emotions so easily. But here, it's like, I only rule me, and so I better do a good job. Because he might not listen to me, right? My nephew might not listen to me, but he definitely emulates me. So here, it's that type of knowledge. It's like, they might not listen to me, but they can emulate me. And even if they never do, even if we realize, because we're holding ourselves to a higher energy vibration here, that, okay, you know what, I'm just rising. I'm just going to keep on rising. I'm just going to keep on doing my thing, and I'm not going to be dragged down. We can get dragged down for a day, a week, a month. Sometimes it feels like a year or better, but it's saying, this is me. This is what I want. And Spirit's saying, don't lose sight of that. Because the claiming of the self, waters the seeds of greatness, waters the way that everything starts to grow, everything starts to come together, and it leads us to temperance. It leads us to balance. It leads us to peace. It leads us to happiness. It leads us to luck. It leads us to a sense of, this is what I've worked for, isn't it? This is what I desire. This is what I want in life. This is who I am. And that brings us to seeing new roads start to open up. With the Two of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, he's holding the wand he's not holding the wand. He's holding the earth in his hands. And so the earth becomes something we look into. We look into the earth and we say, where do I want to stand? And then we have that opening up here as we stop listening to everybody else's chaos, everybody else's desires for us. It's like, okay, well, where do I want to stand, right? And then it starts off with the world shouting at us. And then we're saying, well, what is it that I want? Then once we decide, once we start to look at our purpose, And our purpose doesn't have to be, again, something grandiose. We don't have to write the great American novel or, wherever you are, novel. We can simply say, I want to be kind. I like being quiet. I'm going to try and embrace something beautiful today. Spring's coming. If you live in the Northern Hemisphere, I'm going to think about a garden. I'm going to weed out some things, get rid of some leaves, do something that starts to connect me with the earth, to my soul, to myself, to beauty. And that leads us to the sense of the horizons opening. And here, as we look into the earth, like as we look into ourselves and what we desire, but also what people say is so important and what everybody gets so riled up about, and say, all right, but what is it that I want? And it's not saying that we shouldn't mind about everybody else, or we shouldn't, try to help everybody else. But we can't help anyone until we get our own selves figured out. We just can't. And so here, there is a sense of looking at this power, looking at this understanding, looking at this passion, looking at this truth, and starting to find where we stand within our world, within our souls, within ourselves. And it brings us to being the sun, to being the learner, to being the defender of prosperity and abundance, of looking at things and really, figuring it out. But it's also slowly and steadily growing into the maturity of what we greatly desire on this earth. We might not know it all right now, and we most likely do not. So Spirit is here communicating with us every single step of the way. Listen to the throat chakra. Clear the throat chakra if you can. Embrace the voice. Embrace your truth. Embrace what you desire. Breathe out the negativity. Breathe in peace. And it's so important to do the Wim Hof breathing exercise in the description box below. Center yourself, and then start to see your mind open. Because you are a student here, slowly and steadily building a prosperity that is exquisite. And it brings us to then being the daughter of wands. It brings us to an eternity of passion and power and understanding and figuring things out and looking and studying and searching and creating. And that kind of sounds fun, right? Doesn't it? It's like I'm going after what it is I most desire, I most want, and I most need within my world. I am passionate, I am powerful, I am courageous, and I get to be me. And there's a magic in that. And that's what we're embracing here. That exquisite magic that is so often overlooked because it isn't the fireworks in the sky. It's the gentle peace within the soul. So let's look at our subconscious chakra message, which is the sacral chakra. This is where creative energy is held. And here, when we have the sacral chakra come in, this is where a lot of negativity from this life and past lives are held. And it blocks this chakra. It blocks our creative energy. It blocks our sexual energy. It blocks our sensuality and our, kind of sense of self and desire. And so here, with the sacral chakra coming forward in creativity, it's breaking down those barriers and embracing something beautiful, embracing a beautiful sense of creative understanding, truth, power, and purpose. And it brings us then to the subconscious tarot message, which is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a gift that is for you and that you're absolutely taking. And this is prosperity coming forward. This is a sense of, I kind of see it here as like hitting the bullseye. It's like, oh, that's it, isn't it? Like that's the missing piece. And it's as we connect with ourselves, as we open up the door, as we see things in this honest, true, and powerful way. It's like, oh, well, that was the missing piece, wasn't it? And this is what we're planting within our garden. This is how we're tending things. And this is what we're looking for. It's like, I get to have this. I get to have this bit of beauty. I get to have this bit of joy and power. And I get to plant it within me and watch it grow into something great. It's confidence, it's confidence and a surety because the creativity comes forward in a really powerful way. All right, Capricorn, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we start to embrace something beautiful within this life, as we continue to embrace the beauty within this life, and not let other people try to rip us from our path and from our truth. All right, take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn.